Hardware and software in this video were provided as part of the MetaQuest Creator Program.
Hey folks, welcome to another VR video. Today I'm checking out Neat Corporation's latest title, Crossings. Now with this one, I've got a trusty bat, essentially. Training guy. You can see with the melee fighting, you have to time your blocks and your attacks. This is a roguelike game. And there's our first real enemy. There's actually a couple coming, so I'm going to try to not get both of their attention at the same time. Let's see what happens. Yeah, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want. Draw the attention of one. We'll get some of this essence from him. And now we'll draw the attention of the second. Rather than getting overwhelmed by enemies. This is kind of the method I like to use. So he's eventually going to come toward me. There he comes. He's going to go swing. He's down. We get this, which we will use later. And we can hit these crates. Sometimes there's some cool loot in them. There will be loot for sure, usually up here, but there is not this time, which is interesting. So we've got some arrows here, but we don't have a bow yet. So this is interesting. Usually, I'll find a bow there. Now, they're diverging paths. As you can see, if we go back here, this is kind of off the beaten path. I'm just checking to see if there's anything here. Doesn't look like there's anything back here either. Sometimes there's little secrets. Sometimes there's extra things in the corners. We'll try it. Oh, here we go. Here are some more arrows. That's helpful. And again, we're just checking off in the corners. While this isn't an open world game, and you can't take every object, some of those are just for scenery. This is a pretty fun one if you're exploring in the fog here. I wonder what this stone is. This is kind of cool. Anything? No. So lots of background here, but not any alternate paths or things of that nature, as far as I can tell. Ah, here we go. It's like an old camp here. Here's a treasure chest. And inside we've got a health potion. We can store that on our wrist bubble here. So now we've got one. You can store up to 2 potions at a time. These won't break, but this should. And there's nothing there. That's fine. Let's head in this direction. Eventually it'll take us back to the street, but we may have, by going this path, avoided some enemies. Some obstructions, and there's another treasure chest up there. Again, the street is there. Here we go, here's an enemy. Again, I always try to back up a bit. I'm not fighting these guys. Alright, so if we go up here, another treasure chest. There's a quiver. Now we've got a bow. So the bow and arrow, again, another form of attack. You can do ranged combat with it. Okay, there's an... Who's that guy? Never seen those little guys. Interesting. So that little guy was causing some trouble, it looks like. So now we're going to stick to the main path for a little while. Looks like there's some of these statues over here. They help enable magic attacks. So in addition to your melee attack, which I've got the bat for, and your ranged attack, which I've got your ranged attack, which I've got the bow and arrow here for, you also have the ability to learn magic attacks. So here we've got There's no magic attack here yet, but we've got some power-ups. So we've got a Spell Goober, a Blade Master's Necklace. We don't have a sword yet, so that's axe base. You know what? Let's recharge our magic power. So you lose a heart container piece for that, but it can be worthwhile because you get a power-up from it. Alright, now let's head this way. And I always find that once you head up these hills, there's some enemies. So we're going to try to get them with a ranged attack, because we don't have magic yet. Let's go. Well, that was not close enough to the guy yet. There we go. There he is. So again, ranged attacks work. I'm not really good at attacking anything. Here we go, so we can replenish that heart we just lost. That's helpful. Let's smash these, see if there's anything useful. Again, there's probably a chest up here. So the world's oh good, more arrows. Always helpful. Alright, so this guy seems to be alone. We'll just draw him out and do some melee attacks. And then we've got something glowing over here. I'm not sure what this is. Is this just another heart? Oh, it's healing. Nice. And then some spiky stuff over there. More crates. And I assumed there probably wouldn't have been anything awesome there, but give it a shot. Again, we could take the alternate paths, but we're going to explore along the road, because the road usually leads you to the next destination. When the road forks, some interesting things can happen. Looks like there's a fork in the road coming up ahead. So we will explore probably one path and then double back to the other. I can see an archer over there in the fog. There's a couple of guys over there. So we're going to start going this way. Another fork that way. Let's start here. And there are 3 dudes over there. They're all going to start coming at me at the same time, it looks like. Let's do one. Let him jump. He's dead. Ooh, we got a health potion. Store that. Let's try to bait one, but not both of these guys at the same time. Right, here he comes. He's got an axe to grind with me, it looks like. And what I like is the enemies have similar weapon choices to the ones that I have. Got it. Alright. We'll do that. We can't take another potion because we've already got 2. And then we'll go after this guy over here. And as you can see, he's got 2 chests with him. So taking that divergent path and not just going straight down the middle will be super helpful. Ah, yeah, I got another heart. I'm taking the hearts because I don't have any magic abilities right now. Is this bat better than our current bat? It is. Nice. So now we've got a better bat. And more of quiver. And we've got a lot of crates we can smash. Nice. Okay. So, not complaining about this divergent path at all. That was definitely a good one. Now we'll go to the left side, which is now straight ahead for us. before we head back down the middle. And remember, there were a couple dudes over here as well. One of them is an archer, so I'm going to try taking out the archer from a distance. Whoops. And this is how terrible I am at archery. So he is gone, which is good. We've attracted the attention of one of his friends here. Come on over here. Come on. Now this guy is a little bit more dangerous than the other one. So we're actually going to use arrows on him too, because he has 2 weapons, whereas this guy only has 1. Come on, come at me. Perfect. One hit, that's okay. Let's see what we get here. I do not want the Forgotten Skirmish Axe because it's actually weaker than what we've got. We can get back what we missed here and eat a mushroom, gives us a little bit more energy. Replenishes, of course, the energy that we just lost. So 2 divergent paths. One was a bit rewarding than the other. Now we can go down the center path over here. And as you can see, there's a light in the darkness over there. That's where we had the extra potion and the extra heart health. But we don't need either of those right now, so we'll let them go. We'll head in this direction, where there are more of these dudes. There are 3 here. That guy's got spears. I'm going to try to take him out from afar. He's close to dead. Now he's done. Okay. Now we'll go for this guy. And they are both coming at once. So I'm going to try to speed this up. The speed didn't help because we got 2 heart containers taken off of us. We got another one of these guys coming. He was kind of easy to kill for some reason. I'm not sure why. Ooh, more arrows. Always helpful because when we use them, they are limited in supply. So we'll take these. We'll continue into the fog. And we do also have this lantern. I'm not 100% sure, outside of giving you the direction that the end boss is in, what it does, but the lantern kind of gives like this light flow in the direction that you're supposed to go in. Kind of like a compass. I tend to prefer getting lost in the woods, if that makes sense. So another circle here of these statues. This is probably going to give us some type of magic. Alright, so we have Entangling Roots. So it grips the target's feet, keeps them pinned for a while. Spikes of ice damage. So that's a lift spell, so that would be a spell where you go like this to create the magic. This is a push spell, a lightning burst, or a debris burst. Pushes enemies away, deals a great deal of damage. Okay, that might be helpful. And then this is a crush spell where you bring your hands like this, like that, exactly. With ball lightning. Seeks its own target, electrifies, and deals damage. Man, this is a tough choice between the ball lightning and I feel like the debris burst. I want to go with the debris burst. See how that works out. We're not going to use it just yet. Whoops. I'm not close enough to these guys yet. He's gone. There's 3 more of these guys here. I'm going to go with magic this time because we've got a pretty decent amount of hearts. Alright, so normally with these guys, because they're throwing spears, I tend to not get close up. But in that case, it seems like it was the right thing to do. Let's recharge the one that we needed to. I don't think there's oh, there is a chest up here. That scimitar is not more powerful than our bat. One of the things I like about this game a lot is the weapons don't lose or degrade powerfulness over time. A lot of these types of games, you have to keep getting new weapons. I like that I can kind of stick to the one that I'm most comfortable with. Obviously, at the beginning of each session, you have to choose which is the right path. We got another fork in the road, and there's a fence over there. So we're gonna go this way first. And this does look like a more of a reward path. What do these guys have? We've got Eider Salmon Head with plus 50% venom damage, plus 50% arrow damage, increased poise DMG damage when blocking something. You know what? Let's go with this venom damage. I don't know what that's going to do for us, but we will find out. I don't know how many arrows we have, and that's kind of the trouble is I got the bow out. I can't see that. But let's try to draw one at a time of these guys. Obviously the one behind the fence can't come at us, so that's my strategy for these. Alright, so we got a mana potion here. I think our mana is actually full right now, so I'm not going to go for that just yet. I'm going to try to draw this guy. And then let's go ahead and knock him out with the mana. So that's helpful. We'll go ahead and use the mana potion now, even though we don't need it yet. Replenishes that. So, gotta tear down this wall. I'll bring him out. Alright, and then we've got this guy over here with spears, and this guy over here. Okay, cool. He's up there now. He's coming toward me, which means we drew him away from the spear guy. Cool. Alright. So we've hopefully just got the spear guy left. So we can avoid his spears. Alright, let's get you. He's dead. And this guy's hopped over the fence. It's awesome. I love that. There is some fun enemy UI like that where he saw the ramp up and go over the fence and he took it. That's pretty fun. Alright. Smash down this one. I've got a few different doors we can go in. In each door, there might be a reward. There may also be some enemies. There may be both enemies and rewards. We've got a little bit of door number 1, door number 2, door number 3 action here. To open each of these doors, you have to hit these eyes. That clears this path. That's not the way I want to go just yet, because let's smash some pots. If we learned anything from The Legend of Zelda, it's smash all the pots. Open this one, and here we've got an enemy. And it's a spear guy. He's now dead. And that's all that's in here, unfortunately. There's no weapons or power-ups. So we will try the door number 3 now. And this will probably have some of both. So we've got, we've got a power-up back there. And then we got this guy coming at us. He's a goner. We'll take that. I don't think we need it. And then, like I said, I think... Oh, there's another enemy back here. There's another spear guy. Let's get him. Kind of stuck in the environment. So he was a little bit of a pushover, but that's okay. And let's see what power-ups we got. Divine Flavor. That might be a good one. Let's go this way, though. Shield Amulet. Fire Salamander Hand. Let's take the 50%. Plus 50% fire damage. And again, I don't know that those are going to help us in our current state because we don't have a fire spell. We do, however, have that kind of earth poison damage spell. Head in this direction. Again, following the road seems to be the way to always go in this game. Couple guys over here. Again, since the one is behind a wall, he's got spears, so I'm gonna try to just knock him. Ah, ran out of ammo. Okay, he's coming at us though. That's good. Yes. Yeah. See how that is. Let's take that. Alright, and then we did not use the magic attack. Now, we could go down there, but I'm just going to take the path he took. We do not have any arrows right now. So I'm going to try to time this in a manner where I can use my push attack. That should draw one guy. Good. Perfect. So we got that. We got that. We got spear and spear. Okay. He's dead. And then we got the other spear guy here. What up, spear guy number 2? So let's take that heart. That replenishes that ability. Oh, that axe is pretty powerful, but I really like this bat so far. Just comfortable with it. So let's stick through it. We should be nearing the end of this adventure, I hope. Getting closer to the boss battle. It's unpredictable every time you play, though, so can't say for sure. What do we got? We've got Fire Burst, which is a push spell. Lightning Burst, which is a push spell. Ball Lightning. I want a fire spell because this is tough. You know what? I'm just going to keep our existing spell. The push spell that we have right now. This is a new archway here, so I'm hoping... Yeah, there's the boss. This is probably where we're going to die. Just so that everyone's aware. Because I am not good. Yeah, we used all of our magic up. Staggered the tool for a second there, but we died. Now it makes me wonder, what if I had taken that axe? Hope you enjoyed this video. This has been a look at Crossings from the folks at Neat Corporation, available now on the MetaQuest platform. I'll be back with more content soon. Until next time, get out there and enjoy some VR for yourself, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye now.